Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back to my channel. So this is the Nicely Digitized Folio Set number 4. You can find the template in the description below. So I have everything already pre-cut, laid out exactly how I want it to lay. Now if you pay attention to the layout design, you'll see I have the base, then I have the two panels for the inside. The two panels that'll be on the outside are underneath my base, just to make it easier. Same thing for my closure. This is going to be on the outside, and then on the back is going to be the other panel, so I'll put it underneath. I have this one set up. I have my 4 pieces. That's going to be the pop-up feature set up, as well as my pocket and my left-handed flap. This is going to also be the bottom closure, so we have that there as well. So to start, we have to assemble the base. Okay, so we are just going to set all of these pieces aside and start on the base. So you want to pre-score or pre-fold along all of the score lines. This is what's going to be very helpful once you actually start to assemble everything. So I am going to go ahead and score along or fold along all of the score lines to get that step completed. Now here you want to be sure to fold in the direction that the folio is going to be closing, just to prevent any additional wear and tear to the fold lines themselves. Just fold it once in the correct direction. And then for this piece, you want it to be a valley, a mountain, and then a valley. Okay, so that's how it should look. And then for this piece, you want to fold outwards along 2 smaller pieces. Then take the inner corner, fold it down along the score line, right down the middle. Now if you have thick paper, this is probably going to be a little more hard to do, so you want to press firmly. And do the exact same thing on the other side. I do recommend using a lighter piece of paper for this, lightweight cardstock. Then you're going to open this, bring in the folds on the left and the right, and create a home base triangle shape. It's okay if this is not even, because you're going to take this with the open part facing you, tuck it under the left hand tab and over the right hand tab. You also don't want to go too far up past the edge of this, so you want to leave about that much space. Okay, I am going to pause here so we can get to assembling. Now I'm going to be using Barely Arts glue, and on this one I'm going to be attaching my tab on the inside of my folio. So we're going to line it up, press it down. Be careful not to go past your fold here, okay? You want to have a little bit of clearance there. The top fold will go here. Next, we're going to do the left flap on this side. So we're going to go ahead and glue this. Now, very important, you do not want to glue this here, okay? You first want to adhere your decorative panel, so that way this piece can then go on top. So I'm going to do that now, just so I don't forget. Now we can glue the top part of our pocket. But first, I do want to glue this into place while I'm still able to hold it flat, or lay it flat. Okay, now we can take our tabs, tuck them in, you have your pocket. Okay. Next, we're going to work on this part being the closure. So here and here, we want to place our decorative panels before we put these on. So here, we're going to be adding our decorative panel here, and that's going to go there. So we want to glue this part down first. Then you want to add the piece here before you attach this as well. So this is where my inside panel will go here. You want to be careful to watch out for your score lines. Your folded score lines are going to be where you fold the folio closed. Now you can go to the part where you add this, okay? If you would like to decorate your inside panels first to make it easier, I recommend that you do that. So we're going to move this to the side and add our decorative pieces. Now remember, you want the valley, the peak, and the valley, or valley, mountain, valley. That's going to tell you what side you want to place your decorative pieces on. Okay. Now that we have that, we can bring this back in, and we are going to glue this closed underneath this tab and on top of this tab, okay? This is how it's going to look. So let's go ahead and put a little glue on the bottom part of this tab and the top part of this tab. Okay, with the edge facing you. Tuck it under. And try not to go beyond the edge, okay? That's how that will open. I'm going to press along the score lines just to make it a little bit easier. This is a thicker cardstock. Again, if you use a lighter cardstock, it won't be as sturdy, so it'll be a lot easier to open this. Okay. Now that you have that piece set up to open that way, we're going to bring this back in. We're going to take the tip and align it to the very top of that. Watch your edges on each side, okay? It should be centered. You're going to only apply glue to this piece and fold it closed, okay? Slowly open it, apply glue to the bottom part of the triangular base. Now when you open it, you have your pop-up feature. Okay, now we can continue with the rest of the decorating. So for the inside of this side, I'm going to match the green. From here is where I want to add my magnets, because I don't want to forget to add them so that this can stay closed before I place my decorative panels. So I'm going to take my magnets, starting with this side, placing it right here in the center using a piece of tear strip tape. Okay. From here, you want to make sure that this is going to close correctly. So you place a magnet on top of there. Okay. Take another piece of strip tape, place it underneath that magnet. Now you can close your closure. And now you have the magnets perfectly lined up. Okay. If you would like to use 2 magnets to make sure that it stays closed, I highly recommend doing that, because sometimes if you take each one of your pieces of decorative panel, it could be too many layers in between to cause it to not stick, as you can see. Okay, So in this instance, I am going to add 2 more magnets. You don't want to place the strip of tape on top of the first one. So try to make them parallel to each other. Okay. Now it's going to be a lot stronger. And it will be able to withstand having the extra pieces of paper between it. Now we can go ahead and attach our decorative panel. This is going to be on the inside here because I want this to fold over and reveal the pattern. Okay. Now I can add the decorative panel here. This side is also going to have a magnet. So we can go ahead and place the magnets here and here just to ensure that it's going to fold correctly and everything will be nice. So this again is going to be on the inside and this is going to be on the outside here. So I'm going to take some more magnets. For your magnet strength, I highly recommend using a strong magnet because this folio will have an inside pocket as well as a pop-up feature to cause it to be a little bit thicker than a normal folio. So use a very strong magnet or multiple magnets here. Now we are ready to add our decorative panels. Now for this side, you can attach this piece here, and then the final piece will be the back and this side. There you have it. You have your complete folio with the closure. Now, as you can see here, the 2 magnets that I inserted is not strong enough to hold this down. So I'm going to be adding a couple of Velcro strips, the front and the back. So I'm just pressing them together to make sure that they are aligned. And then I am going to attach the soft side to the closure and then close it, press it down, getting the adhesive stuck. And there you have it. Thank you for tuning in.